Let it be known, recording, editing, and uploading this video has been the most stressful occurrence in my life, mainly uploading. Truer words have never been spoken. Well, I'm sure they have. So I'd like to make a commentary video to address the video that I recently made. And in that video, I had barely any time to edit. I had a time limit of about 2.5 days. Somehow I managed to pull through, and I think the video turned out decent, but there are lots of things that I had to leave out because it was such a rushed video. One of those things being, well, I don't know why this is important, but in my notes, using a whiteboard. This would help me stay on track and accomplish the goals I wanted. Also, what is this? I got another Titanic in my world? That's not the point of this video. I am trying to talk. I got distracted. Well, I mean, that actually kind of leads rather well into what I've been saying. The reason I've got this whiteboard is because I constantly get distracted. I would write down a to-do list, and then I would complete that to-do list. That is the basics. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. I'd like to tell you, right, this part's dumb, but having a deadline for the video actually fixed my sleep schedule. I mean, not the entire time. There were some points where, especially that last day, where my sleep schedule was terrible, but for a lot of the time, I actually started making sure to get to bed on time so I could wake up and mine diamonds more efficiently. So I was saying the sleep schedule got fixed. That was great, except for 2 days. One day was the first day I realized that I had miscalculated. I mean, I could have checked RecRap2's video and used all his calculations. I need this many diamonds, I need that many armor trims, blah blah blah. But I kind of enjoy doing math, funny as that sounds, especially in my head. Problem is I'm not as good in my head as on paper. And so what I ended up doing, my math wasn't even wrong. What happened is I forgot that each armor set included 4 different pieces. So I thought, oh, you need 1 armor trim per armor set, which was completely wrong. What I needed was 4 armor trims for each armor set. That morning, I had gone to bed on time the night before, just because I could. And that morning I thought, okay, yes, I'm finishing up the video. I've got a week to edit this. This will turn out great. And that's when I realized everything was short. Also that day, this is where the stress really came in. Also that day, we were traveling to visit with family. And so after 6 hours of traveling in the vehicle, we got there and started doing stuff. But the people I normally hang out with were busy, so what I did is I set up a gaming setup downstairs. But I set that up, and whenever there was a break or I didn't want to be social, I would go down and mine diamonds. So the next day we were gonna leave, so what I did is I decided, hey, I don't need to drive. So I stayed up all night mining diamonds. I think I got about 1.5 stacks of diamond blocks, which is actually pretty bad. That part, the sleep schedule was definitely not fixed, but I needed to get the video out. Anyways, I decided to stay up all night. I did that, slept on the ride home, and that way I made good use of my time, at least for getting the video out. Also, I think I need to take a break here. My throat is getting somewhat raw and scratchy because I'm not used to talking like this. One thing you will notice in the video, very solidly, is that I talk like this all the time. I don't even know if you could understand that, but I struggle talking to a camera, or a microphone as it is. Which is funny because when I talk normally, I'm actually rather upbeat, happy sounding. It's just for some reason when I'm trying to talk to the microphone to record a video, I do terribly. I even made a joke about that in the video. Hey sheep, did you miss me? Point proven. But yeah, that took me about 90 hours to record, and probably 30-ish hours to edit, possibly less. I had 2 days to edit the video and 1 day to upload the video because our internet is so slow. But I was thinking the entire time editing the video, oh, I don't think I'll finish this on time. So I'm sort of half-heartedly editing the video, and then the final day comes, and I realize, hey, we have to go to town. I had an aunt that was coming over. I haven't seen her in a couple years, and so we had to go into town and meet up with her. Took the computer in with me, and we get in town about noon. I think there's something before noon, but I don't remember what it was. And then at noon, we message her saying, when are you coming through? And she says, oh, it'll be a few hours. So we go over to the library and stay there for about 3 hours. And in that 3 hours, I ended up spending the entire time editing the video. So I finished editing, and I'm like, okay, video's finished. I'm going to upload this. Wow, my voice is getting croaky again. But the internet at the library was fast, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna upload the video now. It'll be out on time. It needs to be out before 10 p.m. It is now 3. We're good. And then my aunt messaged me, or not me, but my aunt messaged my mom and said, oh, I'm here, let's meet up. And so I had to leave. I didn't even export the video, but I had to leave the library and the good internet to go hang out with my aunt, which really isn't that bad. It was pretty great. We went and had lunch, and then after that, they decided, oh, we're having such a great time, we're gonna go to the park. So I went to the park for about an hour, started getting antsy about uploading video, because my experience with uploading videos is it is very slow. So I finally decide, hey, there's a library about a mile away from this park. It was a different library than we had been to before. I finally convinced my mom, can you drive me over there? I want to go upload this video. And she says, sure. So she drives me over there. It's 5:55. We go in the library. I go upstairs to the upper floor where it's more out of the way. So I start unpacking my computer. And as I'm finishing, one of the people that works at the library behind the counter, she says, I don't think it'll work for you to do that here. And then the announcement goes off in the library and it says, attention, the library will be closing in 5 minutes. We thought the library closed at 7. Turns out it actually closes at 6. Anyways, so I ended up packing up my computer and going home. I mean, packing up the computer and going back to the park. So I got to walk back, about 10-minute walk. So that's fun. We get back to the park, I decide, okay, I really need to do all I can to optimize uploading the video. So while I'm at the park, I decide to export the video. And then I finally convince my mom, I really want to get this uploaded. And so we go to this place called Barnes & Noble. It is a bookstore that's supposed to have really good internet, except for it didn't. So we get there, and I start uploading. Straight away, I've got this optimized. 15 minutes later, it is 2% uploaded. So after 15 minutes of this, I'm thinking, okay, there's no way I'm hitting the deadline for this video. And then my aunt mentions, oh, I'm renting a hotel in town. Do you want to see if that place has fast internet? And I thought, oh, well, I mean, last-ditch effort, why not? So what I end up doing is we go over to the hotel. At this point, it is 8:30, I think. And so I've only got 2.5 hours to upload the video, which when I'm used to it taking 7 hours to upload, that is very slow. I didn't think I had enough time. So we're at the hotel, and I start uploading, and in only a few minutes it actually started uploading. I've got a recording of that moment if you want to see it. It's actually working. In just like 5 minutes, it's done 7% uploaded. As you can see, I was rather excited to have the video actually uploading. That was the moment when I realized, hey, I could actually do this. This isn't impossible anymore. It was pretty great. I managed to upload the video with a few hours to spare. That was the stressful scenario. There's a few other things about the video I wanted to mention. That was scary. One of those is when I mentioned I used Chunkbase, that was actually not the only time. A little bit before that, I had used Chunkbase to locate a desert. The reason behind that was I had spent a long time going around trying to find a desert for the Dune armor template, or armor trim, I guess. I'm not actually sure what they're called, which is funny because I just recorded a video about them. Anyways, so I had been searching for at least an hour for a desert, and I just came across a wooden mansion. I've never done that before. That was pretty cool, but I decided I just really want to get the video out. I'm being so slow at this. So I used Chunkbase, located a couple deserts, and I didn't use it for desert temples. I figured that would be worse. I just found deserts, and then ran around, or flew around the deserts for a while. Anyways, there was one other occasion where I did cheat. That one was not my fault. I'm not experienced at recording videos. I am pretty new to it, actually. I have tried doing YouTube videos before, but since I have had such a bad computer, it's never worked. And so with this computer, it wasn't only a time crunch trying to get the video out on time, it was also, I had to figure out how to record videos. Now, for some reason, there's a problem with OBS Studio recording Minecraft. Oh, slime. Sorry, distraction. But it causes it to crash every time you open it. And I'd found a workaround where you start the replay buffer, load up Minecraft, and then just don't exit Minecraft, or else the glitch happens and your game will crash. That's how I got the game crashes bit on the video. I exited Minecraft to make sure I recorded that, and the game crashed. So what happened, why I cheated, is, you know that shulker box I had full of all my materials? I just barely placed that on the ground, and I was checking to see how many ores I had or something in the middle of my mine. And then the game crashed because I exited for some reason, and when I got back in, it saved my inventory data, but not the world data. So it went back like a minute in the world data, which put the stone that I had previously dug over top of the shulker box, pretty much deleting the shulker box from existence, which at the time was terrible. I had everything in there. So I did go into creative and grab back exactly what I had before. I double checked and everything. Oh right, one other thing. I actually ended up accidentally duping about 10 armor trims because of the same glitch. What, did it duplicate? Wait, how? That doesn't even make sense. However, after a while, I found a comment on a video trying to fix the glitch. The video didn't work, but the comment worked flawlessly, and since then, I've not had any trouble with recording with OBS. You may be wondering, how did I get this video idea and why did I do it? Well, to finish off the video, I got the idea the day after watching Wreck-Rap2's video. I also thought this sort of video would get more views than the style I've been doing recently, and so far it has. Thanks, guys. If you have yet to see the Racing Wreck-Rap2 for Every Armor Trim video, I would recommend watching that on the right. Or if you just came from there and you want to see a different video, try the one on the left. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.